Hey guys, so I'm gonna show you something real quick that's gonna really help you grind levels, especially early game. Yeah, it's right before the first Pirotess fight. Hey, don't kill that, don't kill that. Oh wow, watch out for the teeth. Watch for the teeth where they fall. Alright, you want them to go on that ledge right up there. And you wanna kinda, knock them all down here. Alright, wait for them to come to you. Yeah, please wait for them to come to you. And obviously you want to knock them all down here. Whoop. Alright, I took a hit, but that's okay. My fire spirit got a little greedy. Oh, whoops. Alright, now let's layer them all over here. Right now, I'll switch. Right now, we want to layer them. We want them not. Obviously, we want to layer them all down here so that they're basically spawning in. Alright, now we should have a whole bunch of skeletons, a whole bunch of these Dragon Tooth Warriors spawning in. Alright, now, look at my XP. Right now, 303. And alright now. And by basically, destroying these guys, I'm like leveling up real fast. Well, faster than usual. Yeah, this is a really good method really early game because you can do it basically before, you even get to Pirotess, really. Well, I'm assuming that there's another Pirotess fight. Yeah, this is before, before any of the other This is basically before the first Pirotess fight, basically. Yeah, see, Pirotess is right. You see that blue area beneath me? That's a save point. And that room before, the green area, that's basically where Pirotess is. So we're just a couple rooms before Pirotess, basically. So if you want to do that, so you can do this pretty much early game, yeah. Wow, we are really cooking. We are really cooking. Yeah, just get all 7 of them down here. It will require a little bit of fancy footwork, but you guys can easily do it. If I can do it, you guys can easily do it, yeah. After all, I'm scrub tier at video games. After all, I'm pretty scrub tier at video games, so you guys should be able to do it. Alright now. And also, be careful to watch for where the dragon teeth are falling. Yeah, obviously that's those little teeth that are falling off those guys whenever you defeat them. Yeah, that's where they're gonna spawn again. Alright, a little bit of lore thing about these guys. Technically speaking, I know they're called Dragon Tooth Warriors in this, but they're actually based on Greek Sport Toy, which are basically, warriors that spawn from Dragon Teeth and like one of the Greek myths. I think it was Jason the Argonauts. Yeah, they kind of slew a dragon, and then their leader kind of slew a dragon, and then so the teeth, fight to see which one would fight, which one would survive which one would survive. So it'll become a new member of the team. Yeah, that sounds kind of badass, doesn't it? Kind of wish they were used a little bit more. Yeah, there's plenty of, cool monsters in mythology that really don't get a lot of spotlight, and quite a lot of creatures. Especially dragons. Dragons seem to basically get everything, really. Yeah, they're like, the most well-known, fantasy stuff, really. But really, you could do basically whatever you want with fantasy. I know in my stories, I like to use a lot of things that are my own creation, as well as, new mixes on, old stuff as well. Of course, that's not really relevant to this. Oh wow, whoa, alright, we just need to, push a little harder. Whoa, watch out. Alright, do be careful if taking a hit from these guys. Early game they can be kind of troublesome, but yeah, they also have they also have resistance to wind, so be sure to use the fire spirits. Because wind attacks will do less damage to these guys, so don't use Sylph. Yeah, use Salamander for these guys. And they also have a weakness to water, so you could use Undying, but you don't really need to do that for these. Considering how weak these guys are, you don't really need to use Undying for basically any of them. Not like you do for bigger threats. Yeah, alright. Yeah, you should be fine as long as you watch for the dragon teeth or fire falling off. Because that's where they'll obviously respawn. Oh yeah, do be careful. Alright. Alright, now. There are other grinding methods in this game, you know, like such as with the oaks that are later. Yeah, but this is much earlier. This is basically much easier. This is basically a little bit earlier. Obviously, this, you know, is much better, you know, early game. Obviously, this is much better early game, so... Alright, now. Alright, we're almost at another level. We just need to kill a few more. Almost there. Just need... Alright, there we go, level up. Nice, alright, I can't believe we're already level 48. Nice. Nice, we're already up to level 48. Anyway, that's all I have to show for you for right now. This is a Dragon Tooth method, this is a Dragon Tooth method of, you know, getting early game levels and, you know, Record of Lotus War, Deedlit, and Wonder Labyrinth, so I'll see you later. Remember to fly like bat and shine like the moon, for where your stuffed dreams are made of. Goodbye. Oh yeah, be sure to use a two-handed sword for this. It's a little bit easier than, you know, using any other weapon. Goodbye.